Alright guys, time for another maintenance video. In this video we will be cleaning our clutch, and just like your carburetor, this is something you're going to want to do after every race weekend. What we'll do is we'll grab our rattle gun and we'll take our clutch off. And if you remember from the essentials video, rattle gun is essential. And with all the chain lube that you're going to be putting on here and the dust on the track, these things are going to get filthy. So it's definitely a good practice to clean these out. Grab our snap ring pliers so we can pull these springs out. And this is the Hilliard Inferno fire clutch, and we can just clean this out with brake cleaner. So, safety glasses. And what we're gonna wanna do is just spray all these parts off with some brake cleaner and get them nice and clean. So our clutch has peak performance. You just make sure you get everything out of here. You do not want your shoes slipping when you're out on the track. And just like with all your routine maintenance, this is when you're gonna find a lot of problems and be able to resolve those problems before they end your race early. And with this clutch, you'll notice it has these weights in each of these shoes, and they each have these clips. I go ahead and choose to leave these in because they say if you take these clips off, you're gonna wanna replace them. So unless you're gonna reconfigure how your clutch is set up, you can just go ahead and leave those in, save yourself on buying new springs or clips. And just simple routine maintenance. Get our bearing here, clean your bearing out real good. Clean our springs. And when I store my clutch, I like to store it with the springs out. For example, we've got 3 weeks before we're gonna be on the track again. And if you leave these springs in, eventually the tension on them is gonna get weaker and weaker, which is gonna affect the engagement of your clutch. So I like to leave those out, and I'll just rebuild my clutch right before we go out to the track. And that's it. What I usually do is I'll usually just bag all these parts up, throw them in a Ziploc bag until next race, just so I don't lose anything. But what I'll show you is you're gonna need to re-grease your bearing before you put your clutch back together. I usually wait, but I'll just go ahead and show you how I do that. Just get a little grease on my finger here. And I'll just go around the entire bearing and just make sure you get it all greased up real good. But like I said, I'll usually wait to do this until we're ready to go out of the track, just so it doesn't make a mess in the bag with all my other parts. Just like so, and you're done. So definitely something you're gonna wanna put into your maintenance plan. Make sure you're doing this after every race weekend to keep your clutch at peak performance.